Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, a legend, the golden boy himself, Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya been talking, lately about coming back. He's up in age, shouldn't be coming back, right? Um, and there's a lot of theories of why is Oscar talking about he's coming back and everything. Well, first of all, he's been saying this since Mike Tyson was coming back, right? Mike Tyson been saying a long time he's been coming back. It's been a few months, hasn't it? At that, a lot of older guys start thinking, well, if you're gonna be coming back doing exhibitions, then we can come back do exhibitions. A lot of fighters in all weight divisions, old ones, we'll come back and do some things, with money. And then all of a sudden you start, hey, well, I can have some real fights. So I think it was motivated by Mike Tyson's comeback, but I have a different theory. And my theory is, he promotes Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing. Oscar De La Hoya helps that. He talks about it all the time. And, he's his promoter. He has his promoter hat on most of the time when talking Canelo Alvarez. But he's also in these negotiations and dealing with other people and has to tell people who Canelo's not going to fight. Over and over, who Canelo's not going to fight. We know, I tell you all the time, it's Demetrius Andrade. He's not going to do that no matter what it is. Lately, Eddie Hearn just gave him 4 names. Demetrius' name was just in there because it's easy to make it the zone. He gave with Callum Smith, John Ryder, one other guy, and Andrade as well, right? Callum Smith, that's a him. Callum Smith, Ryder, and Demetrius Andrade, one other guy, right? Matter of fact, I don't know who that was, but it doesn't matter, right? 4 names, but Demetrius Andrade's name was in there, and doesn't get mentioned. Last year, Demetrius Andrade was the undisputed fight on the Mexican holiday. We ain't gonna talk about it. Now, you're his promoter, and you're Oscar De La Hoya, right? Oscar De La Hoya has said, right? Sometimes he lets stuff slip out. He says if Canelo wants to be a legend, he's gonna have to beat the likes of Demetrius Andrade and Jamal Charlo. This is coming from his promoter because they know, right? These fights that we keep doing are not bigger than these fights, and I got to keep representing this guy, and he won't take these fights. So what I think he's doing is like, I'll come back because I keep hearing him say, I'll come back and fight tough fights. I'll go back to 154 where the tough guys are and go fight some tough fights. Now I'm paraphrasing, but just remember, he keeps saying stuff about tough fights and the hard fights. Okay? He's talking to Canelo. He's frustrated. I'm telling you right now. It's not, I don't think, I hear that he could be jealous, right? Because these guys nowadays, they can be on one of these social media things, and people are not like me, not oblivious to that stuff. That's what's going down. And, hey, so you famous without really fighting nobody, right? And your boy, he's older than you would think. It's a different thing, man. These dudes are like, wait a minute, man, we had to fight some people. You know what I mean? We had to fight some people, man. His names on this dude's ledger are ridiculous. Oscar De La Hoya. He's been in a couple of controversial ones here and there, but he's fought. I mean, the name dropped Trinidad, Hopkins, everybody. Corte, that wasn't easy at the time. Shane Mosley, winning with Shane Mosley, it's just ridiculous. Everybody. Oscar De La Hoya fought everybody. You can't say that about the man. Most of the things that we don't like about Oscar De La Hoya happened after he stopped boxing. To be honest with you, he was at least in there fighting people. Now I'm promoting somebody who I can't force to fight the best ones. And then he's the face of boxing. It might irk him a little bit. It's like, damn, I mean, don't put him on my level yet. I'm pretty sure you get some alcohol in you, and somebody talk about Canelo to Oscar De La Hoya. I'm pretty sure don't let him get drunk or nothing. Think about it. You would be irked, man. Don't be. Wait, hold up. No, do not be talking to me about Canelo. I'm not promoting right now. My promoting hat is off, and I'm drunk over here. Don't be talking about Canelo because he ain't fought. Who is his forte? You know what I'm saying? Who is his Felix Trinidad, Hopkins, or what? All of them people I fought, right? So it's a difference there. That's why he keeps coming back saying that because he can't. Canelo. The names are. It's always someone coming off a loss and looking bad, and you say these things because Canelo has these fans that are kind of radical. There's 3 guys that have their fans that are more radical than others. Like, for example, Manny Pacquiao, Anthony Joshua, or Canelo. They're very sensitive because they know what time it is with certain things, right? And so they get very sensitive. in terms of, you can't say anything against, even though these guys are not doing some of the things they should be doing, when we're going to consider them the very best. If we're just going to consider them good boxers, that's different. But the very best, like Canelo is in the very best conversation and constantly take these fights that are not very best worthy. That's the only issue. Yeah, okay, cool. You number 12 pound for pound. Then we probably wouldn't be addressing this. Don't be putting up dude number one and number two and three, and he ain't doing the other like the other number ones and number twos and threes are doing. Fighting the very best, fighting after the very best. He's around people that's undisputed and stuff. Yeah, how you gonna be in front of Crawford who was undisputed? Stop talking about him in that light because he won't fight. But they're capable of doing these things because they, Ring Magazine's going to do whatever because they're affiliated with him. So he's going to constantly have these rankings without doing stuff. But what happens is, right, for all them people that's in social media, a lot of people are getting more educated to it. Casual fans are not going to be that casual. It's like, damn, dog, these dudes right in your division with titles. What the hell are you doing? Why do you keep going fighting people we don't know? What is this English stuff going on for? Why we keep talking about English fighters and you right over in America, right? People that speak English. Texas, there's Texas right there. That's Charlo. What's going on? So people, that's what's going on with Oscar De La Hoya. In my opinion, I just think that Oscar De La Hoya is kind of sick and tired of having to, have his back, so to speak. Really, basically, have his front to go and keep telling people, hey, this is the awesome, and this is awesome, and this is awesome. But inside, he's thinking, damn, dude, man, you really don't want to fight these guys, right? And he doesn't know how to keep selling that. And it's really frustrating. So he's like, man, I'll come back and fight him. Basically, he ain't gonna do nothing like that. But it's irking him. This is my opinion on it. This is how I'm reading that. I ain't right about everything, but damn near. But I'm just saying that's how I'm reading that with Oscar De La Hoya because I'm kind of reading between the lines of what he's saying and who he's saying he's coming back. He's not coming back. He's talking about exhibitions and stuff. He's talking about I want to take tough fights. Who the hell you think he's talking to? Doma Sports Talk worldwide, and I'm about to here, y'all.